Hey, what's up, everybody? Mogi Monster here, along with Stevie B.
Hello.
Welcome to Why the Fascination, or WTF as we like to call it. Hope everybody's doing well. Great to see everybody in chat already.
Good to see everybody. And I say that and my chat went away.
Yeah, turn down your volume too.
I heard it.
Jay Fritz, how are you? Lester Taylor, what's up? Hey, Sharon Guy.
Sharon Guy.
Oklahoma Cryptids, what's up? Danny Staten, sorry to hear about that.
Midwest, good to see you.
Hey, Gara. Sharon.
Breeze.
Hey, Breeze. And scroll up.
Me too.
What else?
Grass Hello.
You go first. That's funny. Blinky One. James Lee, how's it going?
Greetings, Danny.
Greetings from North Carolina. South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Start a war there.
Oh, right.
Claude Null, what's up, buddy?
I was about to tell you, watch your mouth.
Wash your mouth out.
Hey, Claude.
So yeah, welcome everybody.
Good to see you.
If you're in chat, welcome. If you're not, welcome. If you're not in chat, maybe you should be.
Should.
Because what I do here is whatever.
Turn your phone down.
What I do here is I put the link in chat, and anybody can click on the link and come and join the show. You got something you want to talk about? Come hang out. Just want to say hi. We'd love to have you on. And I'm sure everybody would like to meet you, you know?
Absolutely. WTF Mike. Look what he wrote.
Tink tink. It's funny, dude, because I bust your balls about that. I still run the house or whatever. I'm like, tink tink.
He sure as hell does.
It's funny.
Fucker.
It's hilarious.
Casey, good to see you.
Tacey Hab?
Yeah.
What's up? I'm just turning down my notifications. Done. Nope. Maybe not. I didn't hit done. I just kind of hit the button on the side.
Lester said it. Chat's where it's at.
Chat's where it's at. Right on. Staying warm tonight. Good. What's the temperature over there, Claude? I haven't paid attention to the weather, the national weather. Or, you know, I always just see what's going on here. Usually I at least look around the country, but I had a guy go out today and it was supposed to be windy, so I was worried about that. So I'm looking at, you know, the forecast for the next 3 days. We got 3 people going out on Sunday, 3 different boats. So, you know, if it's too windy, can't go out. If it's raining, people don't want to go out. But then some do.
Jim's camera. How you doing, Jim?
Exactly, dude. Lester says, my day is complete if I can make someone laugh. Well, you know what they say, Stevie B. It's squeaky knees that get the WD-40, or however that goes.
However that goes.
The squeaky wheel gets the oil. But, yeah.
Indeed.
Indeed.
They say girls got to do what a girl's got to do.
She's making fun of me. I always say indeed. I mean,
say it.
It's my thing, and all of a sudden you start popping up on chat and text, and I'm like,
I've forever said it.
Steal my shit.
Whatever.
Mid-40s. That's not terrible.
Kids.
No,
For
it's
me.
not below freezing.
No, I mean, but for me, yeah.
Northwoods. 65, yes. That's crazy. Tuesday it was 65. Yesterday it was 15.
That's insane.
Wow. 15 is closer to the normal, like the average.
It was 83 here yesterday. I think 83, 84.
Yeah. It was got up to about 72,
3.
3
Two,
today.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was windy on the dock, so
Michael Haywood.
34 in Oklahoma. Yeah, I think I'll stop complaining about the weather. It's getting cold again. I forget it's winter.
I know. I wore shorts to work today.
I wear shorts every day.
Well, yeah. That's you. I do get cold.
No, as long as I'm bundled, if I have 2 layers on up top, or I'm good. Seriously, do you got a newfound respect for the Tin Man now?
I knew he was gonna go there. I already knew it. I knew he was gonna go there. No, Tin Man's old school.
That's the old oil can.
What's up, Jay? How you doing?
Geez, even by Danny, it was 72 at noon. Tonight it's 34.
Crazy.
Wow, feisty kitty. Welcome. I almost meowed. I was like, how do you say welcome? Like, I was never.
That would have been weird.
It was weird. The thought was funny, but then the execution would have just been ridiculous.
Casey, where did it snow today?
The snow that we got today made it smell like an old wet campfire pit outside. I don't know if that's good or bad.
I don't know.
How old? And what kind of wood was burned the last time it was used? That would have cracked me up.
Yeah. Me too.
2 days of smoke has my lungs hurting. Mine too, and I haven't been near a fire. Oh, a real bad wildfire. Where are you? Did she say?
I don't think.
I forget.
I looked back, I didn't see.
Oh, so Danny, in what you said earlier, what's my flock? Sarah, her father passed away Wednesday, so prayers to that family.
Yes.
That's sad.
That's hard.
Yeah, it is. Lester says, I heard Texas got hit.
I heard that too.
wildfires.
It's the worst wildfires in I don't know how many years, but it's significant. I want to look it up because I heard it on the radio today.
Wow.
Like in the last 100 years.
Really?
Yeah. Something like that. I can't say for sure. I'm going to look.
If you're watching this and you're in the, Texas area, be safe. I know Texas is a huge state. If you're near the fire, be safe. Get out of the way.
Prayers to everyone out there.
Such a drag. Don't worry, Stevie B. I had a legless dog once. Every day I had to take him out for a drag. It's like a cow named Chuck.
Sorry, I'm still looking it up.
What? Oh, the fire?
Yeah,
Really?
I am.
Oh, does your voice thing not work? Can you like not talk into a microphone and go, "Hey, where's the nearest wildfire?"
When have you ever heard me do that?
Never.
I
I don't
always
understand
type it
that.
I just type it out. It's just as easy
No, it's not.
to me.
Oh, geez, it was the Chimney Creek fire. It jumped the lake in a 5-lane highway.
Jeez.
Wow. Mike says, "Sheesh, barely got a giggle out of her." She's distracted.
Excuse me, I've got to go off camera. Something's going on with my eye, and it keeps watering up on me. I gotta get a
You have
paper towel or something.
saline in there?
Yeah,
Use that. Good rinse. Good rinse.
I did the drops.
Yeah, I know it. It
Does
sucks
it
to
help?
have something wrong with your eye, as I recently found out. But no, it's weird. I swear I see better now.
Well, good.
No, in this eye that got scratched or whatever, and it was all screwed up. And I notice it. I don't know what it is, or maybe I don't know why, but I can thread a hook like that.
And all you had to do is get Bell's palsy and bop yourself in the eye.
No, you
To
know how
make that
sometimes you
happen.
go to thread, even ladies, if you thread needles, you're like, oh shit, won't fit.
Or threading a hook.
So threading a hook, I mean, same thing. That's Julie. How's it going?
Lee.
I can do it like no problem now. It's like boom, 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 done. That's why I don't like changing hooks and shit, because it's like I just sit there and go, fuck. Now it's like,
Yeah, I have that same problem.
so Graz says, "Hey Google, please listen to every second of my life and save it to come to some AI system to build a personality profile of me for future use against me in a court of law." Right?
That's a scary thought.
That's a mouthful. We are everywhere. That means they're on more than one channel, it seems.
Oh yeah, I used to do it for a long time. Bounce between channels and shows and chats. For a long time.
When I was moderating a lot, I'd do it. Because like I'd moderate 2 shows at the same time.
I remember that. I do. I remember that.
Texas Front Porch and Bigfoot Odyssey. Okay, Stevie B, did you hear about the legless alcoholic nun? Try as hard as she may, she just couldn't kick her habit.
I've heard that one, I think. I think I've heard that one, actually. It's good.
That's funny. Who was listening? That's true. That's what the phone is doing. If you can ask it a question out of nowhere, you know it's listening and wonder who is listening.
Who is listening?
Lester says, "Eyes so bad, got to fish with a magnifying glass now."
It's not a bad idea.
Michael, what's up? He says, "Shake your phone like a magic 8-ball and ask it a question."
Right?
I keep saying not likely. Our bodies are an amazing thing when it comes to healing. Your eyes probably fix their focus range during the process. I don't know. This, I don't know. Maybe this eye got a little stronger. I don't know. But I was telling her, like today, I was sitting in the truck after work. It just got dark and it was just getting dark. And I was looking at the taillights in front of me, the brake lights, at a light, and closed my eye and it's clear. Open this one, and back and forth. And this eye, it was like you get that glare, and this eye wouldn't. And then I opened them both, and it would just kind of fade a little bit. The glare, it was weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this eye, but it keeps watering up and it keeps clouding all day, off and on.
My phone is listening. The guys in the white coats are coming to take me away to the funny farm. Hee hee ha ha. The funny farm where life is beautiful all the time. Remember that song?
Yes.
Grass is like, my phone must be
That's what I was
bored.
just
I never
reading.
talk to myself here. It's a silent existence. So yeah, guys, let me do this.
Post that link.
Link is in chat. If anybody wants to click on the link and come on, hang out, feel free. Just follow the directions. Pretty simple. All I ask is that you do turn off YouTube and just stay on StreamYard. Some people like to listen to both, and one is delayed, so
There's an echo.
and there's an echo. Also, if you don't want to be on camera, at the bottom of the screen it says stop camera. Just hit that and you don't have to come on camera. Some people just have a face for radio, No, I'm kidding. Completely kidding.
Yes.
I'm just so used to this, But I remember she would tell you every day at some point during the day of a show, I would get this
You get this.
anxiety.
Yeah.
That doesn't faze me anymore.
Yeah, I remember getting nervous a lot right before a show. Now it's just shit. Do I gotta have time to do this or that before the show? I'm running around.
Gotta watch what I talk about because I find my phone searching on its own. Didn't we try to? Weren't we going to experiment with that?
Yeah.
We were going to talk about, say, cat litter. That's all we were going to talk about. And see if we got any ads for, Fresh Step on the internet. Because all of a sudden, you know how you look up something or whatever, and next thing you know, you're seeing ads for it.
Yeah.
So we were going to do it just to, see if they would, how fucked
See
up
if
is
you
it?
picked up on it.
Do cat litter or cat food or anything, but we're just going to repeat the shit out of it in a conversation
long it
with our
takes to come
phones
up.
near.
See how long it takes to pop up as a suggestion or an ad or.
See? Grasshopper says even talk around your phone and you get ads on Facebook.
Yeah.
Because it happens once, you're like, oh, that's a coincidence. Twice, you're like, oh, come on, wait, what? Third time, you're like, oh, fuck. You're fucking welcome too, Stevie. I'm sure I'm why you quit getting nervous.
You give yourself too much credit.
There's a difference between nervous and fear.
No fear. I said, bring it.
Bring it, she says. Joe Pat, how are you? Where do I get one of those crazy boat cars you posted a short of? That was cool.
That was very cool. What was cool is
sorry.
is seeing them coming out of the water
Yeah, because they where I took that picture, they were outside my house.
right in the
They
backyard.
were right in the backyard, in the water. And when we saw them, they were on the other lake because there's a canal, there's a river or whatever, a canal that goes from this lake to Lake Dora. And they went up that boat launch over there, and I work at the marina there. So to see them come out, and then they parked right next to my truck, like 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
So after I got off the dock, we went and we checked them out, and they're pretty cool.
They are.
They're small.
They're very small. They're cute because they're small. But what was cool is when they were parked next to his truck, the last guy to leave, he starts the motor, and you see 2 propellers on the back just start spinning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he can disengage him though.
I'm sure.
I just
probably.
don't think he did.
He
But
might.
yeah, right behind, right behind the wheels. Basically, they were probably lined up maybe a little bit in. There's
Yes.
2 propellers.
Yeah. But they came out of the water just, right up the boat ramp and just kept
drove-
cruising. There was no
yeah, it was
hesitation.
so cool.
No. Yeah. Just went from water to land.
So they weren't regular car size. No, they were. It looked like a compact sedan.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Convertible, like an old 55 Chevy, or not even a 55.
Not even, yeah.
I don't know. Some old convertible, but an older 50s.
Like the size of a older Mustang convertible, like smaller, that size.
Yeah, that's not a full size car.
No.
Yeah, okay, maybe a little smaller than that.
Yeah, maybe a little bit smaller than that.
Like a 65 Mustang.
Yeah. They weren't big at all. They were cute.
Speaking of the Chevys, I saw Don McLean in concert once. He was good. The crowd was full of drunk Irish peeps. And one drunken Englishman. No.
Right.
Don McLean. That's all I could think of. I looked up and I was like, huh. You don't see that every day.
Yeah, because we were just sitting back there
Chevrolet
fishing.
Yacht Club.
Right. We were just sitting back there fishing, and we knew they were going to have a pontoon parade. So we were kind of waiting to see that, but those cars came first. So we were like, hold on, is that part of the parade? But I don't think it was, because
It was
the parade
pontoon.
started like a half hour, 40 minutes later, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. So it was cool. Tina G, good to see you. Hope all is well with you.
So now I have Zulu Whiskey Tango Foxtrot and Bravo, my cats Marvin Lee and Daisy May. LOL.
That's a lot.
Indeed. But if we started naming the cats around here, our list would be 10 times that.
Right. 30.
We have a lot of cats in this neighborhood. But we don't have any rats.
And they don't get out of the way when you're driving.
Yeah, now they're just
And-
like, they just sit there like, well, go around. You
Yeah.
know, it's just like, come on, dude, get the fuck out of the way. That was great videos, by the way. Thank you. The Tracy Bird ones, they were kind of, I didn't know they were going to be that distorted. I figured, we were far enough back that we get some sort of decent sound. No.
Grasshopper said Abacar is what they're called. I have clips for them. I bet.
No, they do. That was one of them.
Right.
But it's just cool. It's not something you see every day. So you're like, oh, check that out.
Yeah.
I've seen, them on old ads and stuff and in magazines or whatever.
It was definitely not expected.
No. Did we tell you about did we mention it Tuesday? The plane?
I don't know.
I work in the city of Tavares or Tavares, whatever.
Tavares.
I work on the dock, public dock. I work for Boat Club. Well, right next door to us is a seaplane airport.
It is.
Well, this guy came in one of those planes that it doesn't have the pontoons. He lands on his belly. And he came in, and it was a windy day. He hit the water, bounced, went up, came back down, hit again, but he had gone a little high. Like
It
when
was
he
a
hit
hard
again,
hit.
it was a hard hit.
Yeah.
And when he bounced abruptly, he had to
He nailed
gun it just to
get it just enough
keep it
to
in the
get
air
it to go.
because this was a bad thing waiting to happen.
If he would have come down a third time, it would
No,
not have been good.
No.
And
he wouldn't have.
we were in the proximity of it. We were just walking back to the truck. We were right there.
We were still at the boat.
No, we just started right there. Well, I don't know. We were close. Let's put it that way. We both turned around and looked, and we were like, "Holy shit!" If it would have came down that third time.
Chance, how's it going? Nostalgic Pod Blast. Yeah. So I found out, and then it went around and tried to do it again. It ended up having to go to somewhere near Orlando.
Yeah.
To land.
Yep.
We're 40 miles.
Yeah,
from
about 35, 40 miles.
As the crow flies.
Yeah. Something like that.
I will plug your channel for a month if you can guess my nickname. Okay, let's see. What were we just talking about?
Seaplane.
Boss.
Nostalgic Podcast. How you doing?
Boss, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, Michael said
Seaplane Boss.
Seaplane Boss, so I'm thinking Boss. I don't know, dude. Nope.
Jim
Okay.
said OC.
I suck. OCD. What?
Yeah, Tina was a good save.
Sasquatch, yeah, Bigfoot. What?
I didn't think it was going to bring it up. Like, make it keep going.
He did try another landing. He after that second hit, he took off, flew around, tried to do it again further down the lake, couldn't do it.
No. I think that time they land into the wind, right?
Shit.
What?
I think I recorded some of it when he was trying the second time, but it was
Oh.
too far off and there was a boat in the way.
Yeah, I didn't see the second time. I think I was fishing then.
All right.
Now, Christy said you should go back and chat.
No, I'm looking.
Hi, Christy. Bigfoot King. Nickname is Belly Flop. Bigfoot King said.
So how does that? I don't have to go back. I didn't see it. Shane here? Is that what you just said? Bigfoot King. What's up, buddy?
He's the one that said belly flop.
Oh. Lester said stinky. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, so what did I miss? Stinky. No.
Yeah. Hi, Jane. Yes, it is pretty big, but it's
Bree says Okie.
It's one lake of 6, I think, right? Harrison Chain Lake. 6,
8.
8?
8 lakes.
Something like that. It is a big lake, though.
They're all good sized lakes.
To see across the lake, I need to put my glasses on.
This is about 4 miles by 5 miles, this lake.
We're on the very corner of it, like the furthest point.
But when you get to the other side of the lake, like I said, there's a canal that connects. In one corner, there's a canal that connects Dora Lake. In the other corner, it's called the Dead River. It's another waterway that connects the Harris Lakes. On the other end of that is Little Lake Harris.
Yeah.
From this lake, there's another canal with there's 3 different access points from this lake.
Yes.
Or, well, if you went to Trout Lake, if they could, but there's locks up this one. It's called Haynes Creek. If you go up that, that's couple miles up.
Eventually, that will take you up to St. John's River.
Yeah, you could get to the Atlantic, actually.
Yes, you could.
And yes, it's freshwater.
That's how occasionally I've heard
manatees
will come through.
Get into the lake somehow. And through the
locks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jay says, plus a huge swamp that joins them together. And even up by Jay is 3 miles up the road from me.
Right.
How many lakes you got by you, dude? There's one in his community. There's more. I think we passed a few on the way there.
We live in Lake County for a reason.
Yeah.
It's just lakes everywhere. And then you get into Ocala Forest, which is just barely 10 miles up the road, and there's over 600 lakes. Well, one of them's called a pond.
It's called bodies of water.
but there is, throughout the forest. And it's bordered by 2 major rivers. So
Ocala National Forest is 10 miles?
Yeah, if that.
No, 10 miles.
The southeastern part is
it's the beginning of it.
Yeah. I'm dying to get out there to explore more. Or to explore at all. Excuse me.
Okay, so OCSD said that he would plug anyone's channel if they knew his real first name. I thought he said a nickname.
Oh, I thought he said nickname too.
I saw nickname.
I did too. Mike. Did you see what WTF Mike said?
No, I agree, Mr. Lee. The cats are pretty feral, but they're not. They are, but they're not. Some of them are taken care of a little bit. People feed them.
I was out there fishing earlier, and one came around the corner of the house as I was, and it stopped, and then it just stayed there, watched me walk back and forth, and jumped up on the wall and went the opposite direction. There's one that when we first moved in, I was able to, I was holding it. It was on my lap. I could pet her, but then she went and had kittens, and I haven't seen her since. Really.
Yeah, kittens having kittens is just wrong.
Yeah, and they're all small cats. They don't get very big at all.
And, it's probably some polydactylism or going on where you get the extra toes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Shallow gene pool.
I know there's
3.
Mr.
Lee, I am going to look into that. Somebody's got to be able to do that.
There's a lady in Orlando
because I mentioned it. I said, collect them all up, fix them. I don't care if you let them go again. As long as they don't reproduce.
There is a woman in
Live out your life.
In Orlando that does that sees to that. She's a nonprofit organization, but that's out there. There's got to be somebody out here.
Probably. All right, I got to catch up in chat. I don't like getting behind like I am.
I'm not stopping you.
Hey, Mogs, I did check out some of your older videos. Paranormal Activity, pretty good.
Northwoods. My ex's real first and middle name should be Evil. That's why I was trying to tell you.
That's funny.
And then look at his response, OCST.
Nope, not a fish.
He said, nope, not Tink, LOL.
That's true. I know all his names. I'm just scrolling, guys. Now, again.
See, WTF, Mike. His name is, what the fuck, Mike?
Yeah.
That's how you say that.
I'm still looking. Hold on. I know it's there. I'm wasting your time and mine. I'm done guessing. Sorry. There was all the cat jokes. Pacific Northwest. Nobody hates cats.
No.
I don't hate cats at all.
There's just an overpopulation
Yeah,
of them here
It
outside
has
the
to be
house
controlled.
that
There's
somebody
just-
has to do
there's-
something with. Because I've
If
seen,
this is left undone, I mean, there is just going to be cats, more and more cats. I said there's kittens having
there's
kittens.
3 cats that I've seen in the last 2 days that are pregnant
It's not right.
that look like they're ready to drop.
Buttholes. Oh, that's sweet.
Right.
No, I've always been a cat person, and I got dogs.
I can't have cats because I'm allergic, but it's not. I mean,
Kaiju
I never said I
has
didn't like
5
them.
of them. What's up, Tristan?
I tried having a cat once. I'm so allergic.
Harold. You're right. I never would have guessed that one.
No.
You don't look like a Harold. My nickname is Bid. Bid.
Lester said Harry.
Harold? Is there a Harold in here? Not me. Oh, whatever, dude. Fantasy Island. I didn't say cats are good at keeping rats away. I agree.
Yeah.
Animals are wonderful. I also agree to that. I have a dog. I've had 2. I had this one for 10 years. Lucy I had for 13, and she just passed recently. I am absolutely a wonderful animal person. I love them. I don't even hunt.
I had 4 dogs for a very long
So
time.
don't say thumbs down for the hate of animals.
I don't think anybody hates animals.
No, I didn't
don't-
say they should be hurt. I said they should just be
They need
fixed.
to fix them and
Release them and let them live
Yeah.
out their lives.
and they would
Just
be
so they can't reproduce.
happy and plentiful because
There
both of our
is-
neighbors feed them, and you hear them talking to them all the time.
They're all over the place.
Yeah, but it's getting to the point where it's getting out of hand. They keep
See, Jay
reproducing.
says nobody hating on cats here.
No. Yeah, I saw that.
Thumbs down is still on. Interaction, thanks for the watch time. Right? Got a name changing troll in here. Whatever. I'm not worried about them.
Yeah, see, Kaiju Ninja Tristan, how you doing? Said agreed. We have a neighbor who has feral cats, and there's a mother that's not fixed, and babies are everywhere. And that's what it is here. So
No, I
imagine having 10 mothers. I'm not exaggerating. It's completely out of hand at this point, and it's gonna just
it's going to continue.
It's not gonna get any better. So
I didn't say they should be euthanized.
take them
Didn't
and
say
fix
that
them
one bit.
and bring
I
them
wanna,
back
I want to see them
because
fixed.
they are cared for.
And yeah, absolutely. You know, people feed them.
The whole neighborhood does.
I don't care if they're here. There just can't be any more here.
I love it that there's
It's
no
getting
rats.
it's getting out of control. You know, they don't. You'll hear them fight, but it's just got to be controlled.
It does.
And
And they're, I don't want to say they're feral. They're
really,
they're just wild. They're outdoor cats. They're completely 100% outdoor cats. They're really not feral because both our neighbors pet them, talk to them.
okay. What's in a name?
I'm just saying. I like them. I just don't want any more. That's my point.
Speaking of cats, I recently saw an episode of that old TV show Alf. I love cats.
I did too a couple of months ago. I watched a couple episodes of Alf. I used to love that.
See, Lester brings 30 pounds of food weekly to work. I'm sure to feed the dog or shop dog or cats or whatever. But anyway, I'm not defending myself anymore. Just saying. I mean, people have a tendency to do that. Just,
Yeah. Jay Fritz
you hate
said,
animals.
on my
No.
farm back in Kentucky, I had 16 cats. All but 2 stayed in my 4 barns.
I was going to say, they're all mousers.
Yep. And I believe that's a lot of it out here because we live right on the lake. You would think there'd be signs or evidence of rodents. I haven't seen any.
Why?
Yeah, because there always is. You get rats or...
I don't know that.
Yeah, I believe so.
Could be wrong.
In general.
Yeah, and Sharon doesn't care for him, but, she'll feed him.
Yeah.
Just,
They're awfully cute.
Joe Pat knows. She says, I love cats. They taste just like chicken.
Oh, God.
Alf.
Alf. Yeah, see, and that's the thing too. Karen says we have bald eagles and coyotes and other critters. I want my cats to live. I thought about that we have bald eagles out here and osprey, and they're pretty damn big.
That eagle could easily take these cats
over there
No
on the other
problem.
side of the lake, and they're drinking from the lake, and I have to look away because
That's what I was filming the other day. Was the bald eagle and the osprey going at it. Made myself motion sick. Trying to.
Yes.
Who the fuck are they?
You sent me that little clip, and I had to look away. It was like, oh.
Yeah, it's one of those. Yeah, out in Arizona, we called cats just coyote food, coyote snack. If they were outdoor cats, they had to watch out for coyotes.
Tina says my outdoor cat will scratch a coyote's eye out.
My dad had a cat when I was growing up. It was called Sam. He was a Maine Coon cat.
I had a dog, Sam.
And this thing, his jowls and his head was just one big scar.
Oh, wow.
He had hair, but it was just from fighting with raccoons. He would go down in the sewer and just have at it with them. He'd come back all like fucked up, but he kept doing it.
Jeez. Northwood says eagles don't discriminate between cats and small dogs when it's dinner time. I used to worry about hawks with my Shih Tzu. Those hawks get to be so big, I could easily see them carrying away my dog.
When I was in Arizona, I don't think I had Maya yet. I think Lucy was new and she was all spunky and shit. And we were on my dad's deck, and somehow Lucy got on the table. We were down below.
Oh wow.
and she was up on the deck.
Oh
And
jeez.
my dad looks up and he starts running, and I'm like, "What's going on?" Here's his hawk circling
Oh no.
Lucy, and started down.
Oh wow.
I mean, if the thing grabbed Lucy, it just would have did like a face plant into the table. It wouldn't have gone anywhere.
Right.
The thing would not have picked up Lucy. Little chubba wubba. But yeah. Oh, you hear shit stories like that all the time. You know, Alaska, these,
Oh yeah.
you know, eagles are like pigeons up there. But, you know, picking up small dogs and just,
Karen,
one
my Shih
minute
Tzu
you're walking a
was-
dog, not paying attention. Next thing you know, you're flying a kite.
Yeah, right. Karen, mine's name was Benny. That was my Ben. Mean little shit.
Michael says, I knew cats chase bikes too. Thank you, Kaiju. So do pedicures cost more?
No.
Or is it just a wax and buff?
I joked
Asking for a fee.
I joked and said that if I went to get a pedicure, I could drop them off and come back for them later.
That's kind of funny. Yeah, could you do these in pink? I'll be back.
Could you imagine the
The
look on their
fuck?
face? Hang on a second. Here, let me make it easy for you. I'll be back.
My video.
Elena, good to see you.
Danny's been watching Sid and Marty Croft again. My video tomorrow will be a trip. UFOs, Bigfoot, and something else all on camera.
And something else.
Looking forward to it, Danny.
Bigfoot King says eagles can pick up coyotes and small deer and even small toddlers. Makes you wonder.
I have seen actually a video of a little kid getting picked up.
I think so. I mean, I think I have.
I think recently a 9-year-old got attacked by a hawk somewhere. There's a video out on that. Hey, Karen, she says, sorry about the cussing. Wait, where?
I know. You cuss?
Oh, stubborn little shits.
Oh. Yes, they are.
She says, Karen, Mr. Lee says, Karen, them Shih Tzus need a lot of grooming.
They do. The good thing is they don't shed. Their hair grows long, so you have to cut them. Well, you don't have to, but then you're just brushing all the time.
If you were just one leg taller than the other, you would be a sniper's worst nightmare with that wobble.
Jeez.
You know what's weird is if you saw her walk, if you just saw her walk and don't even look at her feet, you really couldn't tell that she was walking in prosthetics with prosthetics. It's so smooth. You see some people limp,
There's a swing. There's a stiffness a lot.
Yeah, not with you though. She's got this smoothness to her that's like most people don't realize it until they look down, and then they like change lanes and they walk across the street, and then they
like I have the plague.
It was more when you were before you got your prosthetics. Was when you were in the wheelchair.
Oh yeah. You kidding me?
People lose their shit. Just time to get out of the way.
We would go to Walmart, for example, and he's pushing me or trailing behind me, and I'm like, follow me. I would part the ways down the aisles, the busiest time of the day. I had no problem getting through the crowd.
Jay says, I saw yesterday's rescue of the 8-year-old girl that got rescued from some swamp area on Old Highway 41, been missing since Monday. Little girl has autism.
I didn't hear anything about it.
I didn't either, dude.
Huh. That's not far from here.
No. Well, that's good that she was rescued and she's safe.
Right.
I'll put a lowering kit on her left leg once and see if that's still true.
No, I was determined when I lost my legs. I had first day had a woman from the rehab center came in and talked to me, and I didn't know anything about prosthetics then. Even now, it's hard to find information online. It's a little better now than it was a couple years ago, but you couldn't find much online. So this lady comes in, and she's from the rehab center, and she's like, look, if you're determined on, eventually getting prosthetics, these are the things that you need to do. And it was exercises and, flexibility. And I took it and kind of ran with it. I didn't have physical therapy, not for the lack of trying. I got stood up 5 times, literally 5 times.
After her surgery, she got put into rehab to get her
to learn everything. It's a whole new way of life.
Physical training, physical therapy, and she got tested positive for COVID.
First morning.
So
I was quarantined.
She didn't get to leave the room.
11 days I was quarantined.
And then she came out of quarantine and, time to go.
Yeah.
So she didn't get the physical training. They came in and did tell her some stuff. But
we exercised. I exercised every day. I worked out. It was about building strength. But the main purpose of the rehab, it was cool. I was excited for it because they had like everything set up, a regular kitchen, nothing modified. It was navigating in a wheelchair because I knew it would be months before I got my prosthetics or that I'd even be eligible for them. So it was wanting to learn that stuff, getting in and out of a car, things like that. So I missed out on all that. I sped that
process up a little bit.
I missed out on all of that.
Yeah, she didn't get it. So she learned hands-on and
everything.
It's just amazing.
I knew deep down from the beginning that I'm not one to sit still. I'm not one to sit on my ass for long. I just knew I wasn't going to be stuck in a wheelchair. So I
think this is the longest I sit on my ass as well.
These 2 hours, yes, and it kills me.
It's 4 hours.
I get up, I can barely move.
I'm like, oh, fuck.
I mean, he'll tell you, I'll sit down on the couch for a little while. I got to get up. I stand up. I'll stand in the kitchen and watch TV for a little bit. Just, I'm not one to sit still.
Ninja Dave, what's up? How are you? I'm not cutting you off. I just gotta.
No, I get it. I do it all the time.
Scrolling back.
I do it all the time.
No, but I'm glad that little girl is safe. That's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just surprised I didn't hear anything about it.
In a swamp. The gators in the state.
Right. And bears and
yeah, bears. I don't think they don't have any reason to hibernate down here.
Mr. Lee, no, I have not. I haven't. It's been a while since I've gotten any new equipment. It's overdue. I need to now get different types, and it's all about the insurance because nobody wants to pay for it.
It's kind of funny because I happen to be on my phone looking at YouTube, and this ad comes up. It's called a company called Martin Bionics. And it was all they did, like for a long time, you put your limb into a socket, like a cup, and it comes up and it's formed to your leg and stuff. And how it's attached is either like a pin and a locking system. But now this company made this stuff where the problem with the old system is your body changes throughout the day. You wake up, you put your legs on and, they're tight. They feel good. But by the afternoon,
they swell or shrink. They actually
So a lot of people have to put extra socks on.
My legs get loose by the end of the day. So
you can't adjust them.
Having to add layers of of socks, basically thick socks and different thicknesses. There's different thicknesses that will, that I can use. So because it's at any given time it changes, the fit. But these prosthetics that
these new ones, they're not the prettiest thing because
No.
there's straps and buckles but
yeah,
you can adjust them. That's the thing is, they're comfortable.
and they're made for active people. See, my prosthetics, when I met with the company, we did this extensive. I mean, we talked about everything that I did in life, do in life, want to do in life, and they built my prosthetics accordingly. And it was all based on hiking and walking and fishing and whatever. I wasn't fishing then, but it was just getting out. So
that's the design, but the blades are the design, but
that's what I have. It's a small blade. It's a mini blade.
But she has a prosthetic foot over
that. So I do have where I can paint my toenails. I wasn't kidding when I said about dropping them off. I can do my nails.
Stevie getting hydraulics. Don't encourage her.
I've talked about it. They do have them.
Fucker.
They actually do have hydraulics, but I did learn that
they're slower.
They're not for me. They're not for me.
We watched a video of one comparing. The kid had, I think it was the same kid. He tried different ones.
Yeah.
And he with the normal prosthetic, and then he tried a hydraulic one, and the hydraulic one was slower.
I was told it's made more for people with balance issues, and it kind of gives you a better footing. But for someone like me and see, and this is the thing, and I was just talking about this the other day. I saw something, I read something the other day that said people that double amputees wearing prosthetics, you're only supposed to wear them at like 2-hour increments, 3-hour increments. You're not supposed. I put them on in the morning. I don't take them off usually until I go to bed or get ready to go to bed.
Or sometimes
in between.
Kick off on the couch. But
yeah, if I'm hanging out on the couch, I'll kick them off. But yeah, I work 8 to 10 hours a day. I drive to and from work. I'm
Kelly, how are
everywhere.
You? Yeah, hour drive each way.
Yeah. I've gotten so used to them. Sometimes I forget and I topple over like I did Tuesday. I did. I was at work and coming out of the closet. I did this. I had a lady come by, and I work in a park, for those of you that don't know. And it's tennis based, the park is. We have 25 tennis courts, and I do all their scheduling for everything, events and all. Colleges,
high school. I mean, they have
leagues,
over 300.
Men's, women's.
In March, they have over 300 colleges coming through.
Starting Sunday. And I do all the scheduling, every bit of it. So we, with all the events that we have, we go through so many tennis balls, and it's a shame. I've done this job for 19 years, and I hate wasting. I hate throwing tennis balls in the trash. I try to recycle them or find ways to recycle. So I had this woman call from one of the local counties, and they're doing a program for all the kids. I didn't read it. I'm talking. The lady was collecting sports equipment for children to use during recess for the public schools, and I'm like, fucking A, right on. Come on. How many do you need? So our tennis coaches had just changed out the carts. I probably easily 1,000 or more tennis balls to get rid of. I'm like, helped her load them all up the other morning. First thing in the morning, get it all loaded up, and I'm going to push back the cart, and I take it to the closet, get it up the step, get inside, put it away, coming out of the closet, shut the door. I'm fine. I probably should have, if I was going to fall or hurt myself, it'd have been way back then. No, I'm walking back to the office, and I don't know what happened. I just toppled right over. I tipped over and landed straight on my arm and my wrist. And
what's up, Alex?
So yeah, I get goofy walking around in these things, but for the most part, It's been good.
So
Now I
Jay
gotta go
said,
back there.
guys, could you imagine Stevie getting pissed at you and kicking you in the nuts? being singing in those higher octaves.
You'd be talking in those higher
She would, yeah,
octaves.
forever.
Forever.
She
for the
wouldn't
rest of your
feel it.
life. I wouldn't feel a thing.
Can you maybe send some to the nursing homes
I
for
do.
people with walkers?
I do. And nursing homes and elementary schools, preschools, they put them on the bottom of the chairs. The nursing homes use them for the walkers. Yeah, I do. I've even had a wolf refugee out of Colorado they were snowbirds in a sense. They would come out here and haul them back for the wolves. So yeah, there's a lot of ways.
I knew a guy who worked for judge in the county court in Stinnett who was a quadriplegic. He had a hydraulic wheelchair that he could sit or stand in.
Huh.
That's cool.
That is cool.
That it would raise you up that much. That's cool. Animal shelters for dogs to play with.
Right. The
She's got a lot of balls.
the local sheriff's department used it for their canine training. I have so many places to donate them to that for a long time I couldn't keep up with the need.
Interesting.
But now they're all going to the school.
Tristan wants to know, Stevie, have they ever tried 3D printed prosthetics?
For arms, yes. I don't know of for legs. Now, I know that there's different prosthetics that are plastic based for like the shower. But I personally haven't heard anything as far as legs on 3D printer. Arms, yeah, they're doing real good with those. I've seen a lot of that, especially for kids, and it's cool because they can do different designs like Spider-Man.
Sure.
You know, it's cute.
Complete with web and everything.
Right.
There's enough room in there. I mean,
No, I had said that from the beginning. I had so many good people that spent time with me and prepared me for this, and you can't prepare for it.
They lose their bounce, a little bit of their bounce.
The compression,
Yeah.
they do. If they don't have the right bounce, then they can't use them in official matches and training, so they go dead. Excuse me.
Sharon says, anyone here from Papa C? Well, he was.
I did actually. He's
Oh, you did?
doing yes. He's doing okay. He's staying with family and helping take care of some of the kids and
Right on.
yeah.
That's good to hear.
I think he told me to knock you upside the head for him or something. I'd have to look back, but yeah, no, I thought
And why
We
did I earn,
text.
why did I earn that?
I don't know. He was being funny.
Sharon says, Joe Pet, I have Papa on my mind. Hope he's okay.
He is. He actually is.
Stevie, how are you feeling?
My eye is just driving me crazy, but I'm okay. I'm actually feeling a lot better than I have, say, in the past month.
That's good.
Yes.
Because it went from one thing to the
Yes.
next.
Exactly. I think it was longer than a month, to be honest, but all things considered, I feel good.
So, guys, the chat, the link is in chat. So, anybody wants to click on, come on, say hi, feel free, hit that button.
Yes, Tristan, they do. Tennis balls lose their fur. We use them in a ball. A lot of people use them in a ball machine, and the ball machine will shave them down each time it cycles through. So it does lose the fur, as he calls it.
And then if they get wet in the ball machine, ugh.
All that felt gets stuck inside the machine with the moisture, and your machine's clogged up for days. We don't even have a ball machine right now. Working for the county, we have to go through hoops just to get the funds to buy a new one, which is a shame because it's a lot of people use that
Hey, Judy. Judy says, shout out to Pop C.
Judy Wheeler. Judy.
Michael says, that's how River Dancer was started. By peeing on an electric fence. Alex says, who cleans the machines?
Maintenance, me, sometimes. I have.
Yeah, I almost made this an hour show tonight because I got home from work. I wasn't feeling good. I don't eat a lot during the day, like at all. I don't know why. If I'm busy, I'll drink coffee in the morning and I'm out the door, and I'll make dinner when I get home and just don't eat.
I eat breakfast. I have to.
Just kicked
I
my
always
ass
have.
today.
Ever since I was a kid, I gotta have something for breakfast. But that's early. Like sometimes before I even leave for work. I will, indeed. I know he said where he is, there's not good internet. So he's
Have
not
you ever
able
seen
to.
anybody get shot with, hit with a ball from the?
I've gotten hit with a buff.
Answer's yes.
Yes, and it's not fun. I tell people all the time when I'm teaching them how to use it, showing them how to use it, I tell them, I know it sounds funny, but just don't walk in front of it. Make sure it's off before you walk in front of it.
Dunk.
That shit hurts. It does.
It can't be worse than a
Got me
paintball.
right. It got me right in my hip. I was out. And the person that I was showing to use it, he turned it on, and I couldn't move out of the way quick enough.
Yeah, I'm all right. I just wasn't feeling good. No, I eat. I get lazy during the day. Like if I'm busy, if I get a chance to sit down, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm not going to go get lunch or make anything or whatever. But I cook dinner usually. Tonight, actually, Stevie reheated and cooked some stuff, and I could only eat like half of it. I went and laid down for an hour, 8 o'clock. No, about 5 to 8, I got up.
Yeah, it's about 5 too.
Jumped in the shower. But yeah, I'm all right. Thanks for asking.
Yes.
All right, guys. This is getting silly.
Mm-hmm.
Link is in chat. No, it's not. There's a V in chat. There we go. Hit that link. Come say hi. Change the subject. Come up with any subject. Whatever.
Talk about whatever you want.
Because you know us. We just start babbling about shit.
Yep.
Well, prayers because you need to be good for Stevie. She don't need me. What was that TV show where they shoot tennis balls at the contestants running obstacles courses? What was that? That was based on a Chinese or
Ninja.
Japanese,
Ninja.
like Wipeout was the one.
Yeah.
But it was based originally on a Japanese TV show.
American Ninja Warrior.
What is a jumbo prawn? It's a big ass shrimp.
Did you hear me?
American Ninja Warrior?
Yeah, that's what Tristan said, and that's what I was thinking.
No, I don't think they shot tennis balls at them.
I don't know.
That was an obstacle course where,
I thought they
but it
did
wasn't.
shoot things at them.
No, I don't think so.
Ninja Dave and WTF Mike said gladiators? Question mark.
Yes, and they were bigger. I don't know if they were tennis balls or they were bigger. They were a little bigger than tennis balls.
Wiffle balls. That would hurt.
Yeah, American Gladiators. That's what it was.
Well, Tristan, you got the American part right. I was thinking the same thing. I said ninja something. I never watched any of those.
Gonzaga, welcome. Great to see you. Gladiators. Question mark, question mark. Would that be gladiators? So many ways you can ask a question.
Cats.
Cats. Now it's like we hear noises outside.
We know it's a cat.
Cats. Right outside the window here, the kitchen window it's just like 6 feet away from me. Right outside the window, there's a little shed type thing. It's it's got 2 sliding doors
It's a
and a
little
couple
closet
shelves.
almost like.
The top of it is even with the window. So I look out the window now and
There's cats looking at you. I can sit there and tap on the window and it'll
Like,
follow
no,
me.
I just like get close to the glass and freak them out.
Every morning I get up to go to work, I have paw prints on my windshield.
Breeze, take care. Great to see you.
Good night, Breeze. I think Jay said something about he was up late last night, couldn't sleep well, and it sounded like he was leaving, but then I didn't see.
Oh, I don't know.
Jay, good night if you left or if you're leaving. He's still listening.
We gotta run up there and go fishing with Jay.
We do. I haven't seen him in a while. Hey, Val. Good to see you.
I think this weekend it's supposed to rain.
Of course.
You're off, so
Every
it's
time
gonna
I'm
rain.
off. Although Monday said like 100% chance. Now it's like 50.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. So maybe not as.
James Lucas, how are you? Welcome.
How you doing, James?
Like the American flag behind you. So that's what I'm seeing. Yes, that's what I'm seeing. Kind of partial to that flag myself. Cats keep the little people from stealing your breath. I thought it was the cats that stole your breath.
Oh, he's talking about that movie.
Yeah, but there was also
That was an old
was
movie.
it Cat's Eye or something like that.
Oh no.
Alex says there's a bug going around in Apopka. Everyone here, including the little ones, throwing up, stomach pain, and chills, except me. So be on the lookout.
Stay in your room. Stay away from that.
My stomach was bothering me, and then I ate. But it's because I don't eat for 16, 17 hours or some shit like that.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yes, Joe Pat, Stephen King, Cat's Eye.
I said Cat's Eye.
I
Didn't
didn't hear you. I was reading Alex's comment.
Oh. I know I said Cat's Eye.
I didn't hear. But that's what I was thinking.
I don't remember it being the little kid. I guess, yeah. Because I remember the
It was
cat sitting on his
what's her name?
chest.
What is her name? Drew Barrymore when she was a little girl. I think, if I remember correctly. Could be wrong.
Was she in that?
I thought. I'm not positive though. I always doubt myself because I forget names and movies.
Freezing rain today. Yuck.
Yeah, that's just nastiness.
Apopka. So yeah, there's a my lake that I work on. There's also a 7-mile canal that you can take all the way down, go through locks, and get to Lake Apopka through that one. Apopka.
Read what WTF Mike just wrote.
I'm afraid to. Do I have to scroll up? Shit.
No, it's one of the last ones.
I didn't hear you. I was reading. Make that make sense, DA.
That's what I said when you mentioned Stephen King.
Apparently, you're right. Kaiju Ninja says Stevie's right. Drew was in it,
Oh, cool.
not Carrie.
Drew Barrymore. She was young.
Yeah.
Real young.
She's
E.T. young.
That's right.
Yeah.
I was trying to picture her. I knew I could picture her as a kid,
Yeah.
but I was trying to put her to why I knew it so well, and it was
Tristan
E.T.
said she was in Firestarter. Yep. Joe Pat.
Oh yeah, but how old was she there? She was
a little older.
Yeah.
Like 9,
Yeah.
10,
Yeah.
somewhere around there. I'm guessing. I don't know for sure, but
I was gonna say her career. That's a
she has a talk show now.
Good for her.
Yep. She's doing well. I think what's cool about her is, it seems to me, her personality hasn't changed. You know.
Mr. Lee, the freezing rain kind of freaked me out because it was hitting the window and my cat went nuts.
Oh, I bet.
Or was it in Sleepwalkers?
Right. Danny said she grew up well. She was a Charlie's Angel.
Yeah. Didn't she do 51st Dates?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was great.
Tristan just said, I forgot about that. I can't believe she was married to Tom Green.
Really?
Yeah, she was.
Okay.
And it's funny, I saw a short of her just within the last couple of days, and she mentioned something about her children's father. She didn't say him by name. She just said her children's father.
Never seen one. She has.
Yes.
Danny says,
different
God,
things.
I feel old now.
James, have you?
George C. Scott was in it with her. That was which one?
I don't know.
I'm
not sure.
Firestarter? The one George C. Scott film that got me when I was a kid, cried every time, was Day of the Dolphins.
Huh.
Dolphins fucking talked.
Jeez. Joe Pat said Ukraine just released a video of a cigar-shaped UFO over their front line.
It's not a UFO, that's just a probe.
I've never seen anything like that. What I saw was a triangle shape. Went right over top of my head. I was sitting on the beach, and yeah, that was pretty wicked. But I've seen unexplained lights over the ocean. Same place, same spot, basically. Years apart, I want to say. A couple years apart.
What was I going to say? Oh, I had friends in Sedona who saw it was cigar shaped, cigar shaped. I don't know why I'm trying to put an SH in front of cigar.
Cigar.
Shitgar. But it was it came up a hill like lengthwise and then stood up on top of the mesa, spun around a little and had his pearlescent, like mother of pearl went out. Sun hit it because it was in the middle of the day. Or they were just sitting down for dinner and they watched it. It went away and then it came back. And they watched it some more.
Why I remember, and if Alex is still here listening, I remember years back, I think he had just gotten a camera. We were neighbors. He was out in the yard, just in front of the house, checking out the lens, and where the houses were, it was probably, I want to say, within 10, 15 miles of Orlando Airport. But he took pictures of fighter jets behind blue lights. And you could actually see the blue lights were real clear in the photos that he took. Yeah. He said he was out there just checking out his new camera, and it might have been a phone. I'm not sure. But
Kaiju said, I've seen 2 silver circular crafts setting in the sky one morning when my mom took me to school. Wish I had a camera.
oh wow.
I've never seen anything that I couldn't explain in the sky.
I have, absolutely. You know,
I mean, I've seen satellites. I've seen all that
what I
space
saw,
junk.
And I've said this before. What I saw flying over my head, I, was uncertain if it was something that we could have, created, built, technology of our own. It goes over my head and down the beach towards the lighthouse, and as the light's coming around to the, from the lighthouse, it hits the craft and it just like gone. But in the meantime, I seen other lights coming towards it, and the video, I had my tablet, so I recorded on my tablet. You couldn't see the lights there. You could see the thing that went over just for a second or so over my head, but you hear me counting as each one is going to the main one. Each of the lights were going to the main craft, but as soon as that light from the lighthouse came, gone. I then was like, what the fuck was that? Just what was that? You know?
When something when something that can make such an abrupt change of direction
and gone out of sight
at those speeds, there's no human in it.
It was such a clear night. It was just gone, like out of the atmosphere, no trace of it, gone in an instant. Yeah, that was
the G's force created would not. A human wouldn't survive.
No, and you'd think like any technology that we have, you would have heard a sonic boom or something. You heard something. As it was going over my head, you couldn't hear anything. I could hear the ocean. I remember clearly hearing the water, the waves hitting. I could hear the ocean. I could hear everything around me. This thing did not make a sound. Not a sound.
Joe Pat said Bigfoot saw me, but no one believes him. I've seen that shirt.
Yep.
Lester says people on spaced out radio can tell the species by the shape of the object.
Right.
Yeah, there's one guest they have on there quite often, maybe once a month. I forget his name.
Yeah, I don't know.
knows all the species of aliens.
Michael Haywood says, I'll never use a pie tin for a Frisbee again.
People get upset, he says. Sharon says, I saw a round craft fly right over my house, green and blue, no doors or windows, no sound.
Yeah, see, this thing didn't have, it was seamless. What went over my head, it had lights on every corner of the triangle, one light in the middle. It didn't make a sound, not at all. I remember that paying attention to it as it was going over, we should be hearing something, it should be making a noise.
Alex says, I still believe it was UFOs.
Yeah, he had the pictures he had. It was these magnificent blue lights, and they were small compared to. You could tell the size difference from the aircraft, from the fighter jets that were en route of it. But yeah, they were tiny lights, and the pictures that he took were repetitive, one after another, so you could see the shots of how fast they were actually going.
My dad saw it, and.
Any chance you still have those pictures, Alex?
In 93, my dad had just had the house built, but there must have been some things. My dad was always a tinkerer. He always had to, he hand dug a basement in his house.
Now I know
bucket by bucket. But he was working on the house. I think they were putting up gutters or leaders or something that it didn't come with the house. Something. And it had just gotten dark. Him and the guy that was working with him they just finished up. And they hear a hum. They're like, what is that noise? And they look up, and they see something blocking the stars, and it was huge. He said it was like the size of a football field, and it went over the head, over the house, and kept going. And they went inside, and his wife at the time was like, "What's wrong with you guys? You look like you saw a ghost." And they told her and the kids what happened, and I don't think they believed them. Till a week later, when my dad was in the hot tub on his deck, and he heard that hum, and he jumped up and he saw it. He looked up, saw it. He calls everybody outside, his wife and 2 daughters. They're like, what? He goes, "What the fuck is that?" And they watched this, and as it moved over the house, 2 lights came off of it. I don't know if it was red and green, white and red, whatever it was. But they took off. These 2 lights came down off of it, and he said one went that way and one went that way. And then they came back, met up, and then the one took off again, and the other one took off after it. Came back to this ship or whatever, and then it got chased off by fighter jets. But they saw it over his house in Sedona. He saw it twice in 1 week.
Michael Haywood.
John Boy's brother was abducted.
And the next thing he wrote, Travis was a Walton.
Like Jim Bob, which one was it?
Travis Walton.
Yeah. Ooh, Alex says I do. It's still in the camera in my closet somewhere.
You should find him and send him to me. Then maybe next show.
I was like, oh, Michael. It's kind of funny, though.
I know, it's funny.
A lot of people from Oklahoma here.
Yeah. Right? That's cool. Fire in the Sky was cool, Tristan said.
Well, I mean, all the guys on that crew took lie detectors. They took the test. They all passed.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And then Michael says Travis was not abducted. It was 3-day drunk. What was it?
5-day.
5-day drunk. Just went on a bender and wound up naked. That explains. No, never mind. He volunteered. Take me, please.
Well, if you really listen to the story, I think I was under the impression, I don't know why, but that the guys, you think the guys just left them. They did. They left them. They freaked out and took off, but they did go back.
They went back.
Yeah, they absolutely went back. And that freaked them out even more. There was no trace of them whatsoever.
I don't recall this one. A good classic UFO TV show was The Invaders by QM, A Study in Paranoia.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know that one.
I don't recall that one. Kaiju says, Alex, be careful not to get those confiscated. There's an episode of Unsolved Mysteries where a radio DJ took pictures of UFOs and had his negative stolen from his house.
Jeez.
Red Creek, what's up, Mike?
Hey, Mike. Good to see you.
Yeah, it's funny. I found out my house isn't safe. My dog just lays there. I open the door, open this door, figure, where's my dog, man? She's crashed out on my bed. She doesn't come in.
Well, if Tuesday wasn't an example of that, we hear something outside the house and I get up to go look and see what's going on because it sounded like somebody knocked, actually. And I'm trying to get her to go with me, and she goes the other way. She goes over to her.
Oh yeah, when you went out
Yeah.
Tuesday night. Yeah.
I'm like, great protector.
Joe Pat says the Invaders comes on MeTV late on Saturday nights.
Huh.
We don't get MeTV. For some reason, that TV won't let me use an antenna. That's weird. Harold says, sorry. My brother and I were followed twice by men in black as kids.
Huh.
Sure they weren't just Jehovah's Witnesses? No. Sorry.
I was reading what Alex read. He said a friend of mine has all his photos erased from his phone after posting UFO pictures on Facebook. Not surprised.
The X-Files was the best, indeed. I still love watching Scully and Mulder.
He said after we had a UFO sighting, they tried to nab us.
So that answered that question.
Right?
Red Creek says, not the government. You know, our government, the one we're supposed to trust so much.
Yeah.
No, that's a joke.
Sure is.
They're saying some kid in North Carolina went missing in his wooded backyard, and all they found were very large footprints. Who were there? Who are they?
Who's they?
Is the news on the news? I'm a little slow typing. I'm a little slow reading, so and speaking and yeah, UAPs, because UFOs just was what, not good enough. Yeah, why do they change the name? It doesn't make sense.
Why are they changing everything?
An aerial phenomenon.
You know, everything's got to be changed now. It's the theme.
You know, you see it, be it a UFO, quote UFO or a UAP, you're still going to say the same thing. What the fuck is that?
You're right.
It doesn't matter what you call it.
Yeah, like Joe Pat says, has UFO been canceled? I mean, what? We just cancel it? Forget it? Forget about it.
Has UFO been concealed?
Canceled.
Canceled?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Okay.
The UFO. We're just not supposed to use that term anymore.
Yeah, that's cancel culture. So, you know.
UFO is not politically correct.
Who's offended by UFO? The aliens?
Everyone. You know.
What's up, Chance? Yeah, you I don't waste time. I just click right on.
He's
Before he goes away.
He's pretty well known at catching people off back there. I tell people all the time, just make sure you're ready when you hit.
When you click on, make sure you're ready.
Yeah, because he'll catch you.
That's funny, man. I was talking about this Invaders. I was just going to show you what it kind of looked like the ship in that show. Of course, this is fiction, but it looks like the stars. David Vincent is the character name. Is an architect. before there was architect Mike Brady on the Brady Bunch, right? So this is from like the mid to late 1960s, 2 seasons. But it looks like he's on the toilet there in that picture. Poor guy.
Yeah, right.
He's having a hard time too.
Yeah. But there's their gun that the alien's holding there in season
Ray
1.
gun.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it wasn't like for kids. It was a very serious show. They only made 4 comic books.
Huh.
And there's the second, there's the third issue. And one of your fans that turned me onto your show has these too. He has a couple issues. Dan in South
Really?
Carolina. Yeah.
Greetings.
And they did put them out on DVD. There's season 1 and 2
Oh.
back in like 2008.
I might have seen some. I don't know.
It does come on MeTV. I heard you say you don't get MeTV, which is a free
No.
over-the-air network, but that's their
Yeah.
what it look like.
I'm sure we can get it.
I do get free channels. I just haven't looked that one up.
But we haven't looked too far into.
Usually you'll get that with like if you use an antenna. But I
Right.
have Wi-Fi. I don't even have cable. I just have the Wi-Fi. So everything is streamed.
We stream everything.
But I tried hooking an antenna up to it, and for some reason it wouldn't pick it up. It wouldn't, the input wouldn't change because there's a lot of channels I could get with just an antenna normally.
Absolutely. You got Antenna TV, Buzzer.
Yeah.
I like classic game shows. I'm a dweeb. There's a whole station plays Match Game and
Yeah,
I've seen it.
I've seen that.
I like the old westerns, Gunsmoke and all that.
that's what MeTV plays every afternoon. They have Gunsmoke, like going back to the first season in black and white. And then last thing I'll say, I saw a commercial for the Invaders. Here's a book from France. The show's huge in France.
Oh wow.
And the music was cool in this show. Anyway, enough said.
Oh, that's cool.
Had all sorts of interesting guest stars.
Mr. Lee, thanks for putting up the link for Chance's channel. Appreciate it.
Thanks. And thanks for, more importantly, for the link to be here with you guys now.
Oh, absolutely.
Or whoever put that up.
I did. My dad saw a huge cigar-shaped UFO, and minutes later, we were all outside looking for it when a large red sphere came swooping down over us.
Huh.
Oh, you had a fun childhood.
Right.
Mine sucked. No, I didn't get to see shit. No, actually, in the 70s, I do remember seeing. Did you ever see that? I guess it was a video. I don't know where it happened. You saw it over Russia, or somewhere where like a rocket went out of control and spun, and it left that spiral in the sky.
Yeah.
I remember seeing one of those when I was a kid.
Ow.
Didn't know what it was then. I have to assume since I've seen something similar to it, maybe that's what it was, but I don't know.
Too bad you didn't have an iPhone back then or Android or whatever.
Yeah, that was probably 50 years ago.
Wow, man.
Yes, I'm that old.
You got any weekend plans, big plans this weekend, y'all?
I got to work. I work for a boat club, so I have reservations going out.
I work Saturday, but Sunday, Monday, I'm off. It's supposed to rain, so it's hard to make plans.
Yeah. I love having Mondays off, though, when everyone else is working.
Yeah, I say that all the time. I get a weekend day, and when everybody goes back to work, I'm good. And then if a holiday falls on Monday, I get Tuesday off. So I get a 3-day weekend every time there's a Monday holiday.
He said, I had a really fun childhood. Family was chased by a serial killer in California.
Jeez.
And the hits just keep on coming.
Right?
I do tell, dude. That's crazy.
Thank you, Mr. Lee. Sorry. I hit the reverb.
Oh.
I noticed. I don't have one of those buttons.
Lee just said, wow.
He's easily amused.
I'm lying. I totally meant to hit that button.
Good night. Sorry, I was trying to say goodnight, Sharon.
Good night, Sharon. Good to see you.
I gotta get in touch soon.
Spa day with my daughter on Saturday and church on Sunday. Sounds like a full weekend.
Right. I can't plan anything because at any time I do, it just turns to shit. So I just go with it and figure it out as it comes along.
Yeah, you want to hear God laugh? Tell him your plans.
Yes, that's me, 100%.
Yeah, I've learned not to try to plan things. I can hope I'll get to that point. Where,
Yes,
yeah,
it's
I'll
a
see
goal.
you there,
It's a goal, you know.
to actually plan it. Setting yourself up for failure.
Yeah. Especially if it has anything to do with me.
So, Val wants to know: have you had any? Kaiju wants to know: do you have any UFO sightings?
Yeah, I mean, like talking to me or Stevie.
You.
Yeah. Similar to you, I saw lights in the sky. This is before I did a single drug in my life, so this is legitimate. Before,
And yes, I was
It was-
sober
it
every
was-
time I had an experience of something in the sky.
it was BW before weed, so I mean, I was just an innocent kid, and I did see something that's unexplainable at the beach. I saw some lights, and I mean, no fooling. I to this day, I think I might have seen something from another world. I mean, I think they live beneath the sea. That's just my theory. I don't know. I think we've been visited, and I think they've been here.
I think they've been here. I do.
And hopefully they're friendly, and not taking our organs and stealing bodies to survive or study.
Well, if we don't know,
Well,
they're
supposedly
here.
back in the Eisenhower administration, they had made an agreement with the aliens that they could abduct people, and they had to do it from national parks.
I've heard
Well, you
that.
guys know this. In 1969, there was a government investigations department that investigated unidentified flying objects. They disbanded in 1969 for whatever reason.
Is that Project Blue Book or?
No, I'll look it up. I don't think it was Blue Book. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. Oh, gosh.
No, what was it?
But it was disbanded in 1969, whatever it was. I'm trying to remember what it was called. FO Investigations.
Northwood says, when my unit was in Roswell for a 2-week training exercise, UFOs were a major topic of conversation. I'm sure.
I bet. That would be interesting, though.
It's funny to see, and like back then, the government backtrack. UFOs, no weather balloon.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, make up your mind, guys. Come on.
Right. Danny
You're right,
said
man.
Grudge.
It was Project Blue Book. It says from 1947 to 1969, the Air Force investigated unidentified flying objects under Project Blue Book.
I thought so.
Headquartered in Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, Ohio. And it was terminated December 17th, 1969.
Supposedly.
Right.
Trackway, how are you?
Hey, Trackway. Good to see you.
Finding Trackway, I was born with a file that had a huge X on it. Is Karen leaving?
No, she's running a 5K.
Oh, currently?
No, silly. I was trying to scroll back.
Doing
to see
great.
What day this weekend? Oh, she just said
Let's
this
all go to
weekend.
Area 51. There's nothing to do there except sweat your ass off in the desert. I think they tried that invasion on Area 51.
Yes,
It didn't
that
go.
was just
Very good.
ridiculous. It was silly.
Remember when they had that special on Fox and it was all fake with the aliens supposedly in Area 51?
Alien autopsy?
Yeah, Alien Autopsy.
I remember that.
Geraldo Rivera should have been on that show.
You mean
He
wasn't?
was too busy trying to open up Al Capone's vault.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh yeah, Ultraman. Right on, Michael. Loved it.
Was that the dude that went like that and
Yeah.
the laser shot out? Yeah, I remember that.
I think I got a picture of him.
It was like a giant form of Iron Man. Is that? Yeah.
There he is, right here.
Wait.
Ultraman
Yeah.
with the glowing eyes.
Yep.
It's the back of my Space Giants Japanese magazine.
It was like the first version of Iron Man, basically.
Absolutely. 1966 in Tokyo.
Wow.
And then Ted Turner imported the show after it was translated into English and ran it on Superstation 17 all over cable in the USA. When Star Wars came out, he put all these space shows on the air to try to capture that audience.
Kaiju said there was a new release called Shin Ultraman.
Huh.
Danny says, I have the Ultraman comic books. Alex is like, Sharkhead. Ultramarine rocked it. The new Netflix animations are amazing. What was the show where a guy had a wristwatch that would make him invisible? It lasted like 2 seasons. Well, I just realized that Joe Pat's picture is Starsky and Hutch. Yeah.
What a tough question.
Wristband that could make him invisible. It lasted 2 seasons.
Chance, Mr. Lee wants to know what's the rarest comic you own?
Oh, that's a tough question. I'll have to think on that a second. Maybe I can show it. Let me grab one that's rare. Mr. Lee, I'll be right with you on that. I'm looking up.
Johnny Sacco and a giant robot. Oh. Gemini Man? Maybe.
Okay.
Joe Pat, it was in the late 70s and early 80s.
Gemini Man. That's it. Good job. 1976. I did not watch it. So this is something new. I need to study this. Gemini Man. That sounds cool.
I love the Coke car on Starsky and Hutch.
Oh, that's why I never saw it. It only lasted 5 episodes, 5 weeks.
Oh, wow.
But they made 11 episodes, so like episodes 6 through 11 are unaired. They never even aired, according to this episode guide I'm looking at.
That's interesting.
And that's what it says. An accident with radiation allows a government agent to turn himself invisible, but he'll die if he does it for more than 15 minutes a day.
Huh.
Interesting. Nobody was in it.
You got to plan all your
mischief.
Well, yeah, your what do you call them? You're gonna go out and get the bad guys or take down somebody. You know, you got to plan it to do it in 15 minutes somehow. Yeah, your missions. That's the word I was looking for.
To answer Mr. Lee, this is not the most valuable comic, but it's the rarest. It's Mr. District Attorney from the 50s. I mean, who would make a comic book about a lawyer? But there it is.
Is he a superhero?
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. What's his powers?
10 cents.
Really debates really well.
A district attorney. How lame, huh? Anyway, there it is.
Mr. Lee said, cool.
Mr. Haywood.
Finding the Trackway said, Godzilla versus Megalon is not a fave movie due to the crazy kung fu Godzilla did. Oh, jeez.
You saw.
My mama told me that 15-minute bit too. She also said I'd go blind.
Why I said, Mr. Haywood. Joe Pat says, Michael, that's why I'm wearing glasses.
Oh, I needed that one. The infamous flying Godzilla kick.
Tristan said, Trackway, the famous tail kick.
Mr. Lee's like, oh no, Joe Pat. Michael never shaved his palms either.
Terrible.
That's like if you sat too close to the TV, your eyes would stick that. Or no, if you made a face,
Your face would freeze.
yeah, your face would freeze that way. Or if you sat too close to the TV, you'd go blind. And look at us now. We're inches away from the damn TV. Our 70s parents would be flipping out right now.
Yeah, right.
Danny, I'll look that up on YouTube, that Gemini Man pilot. I've never seen it.
Jamie, good to see you.
What's up, Jamie?
Jamie says, I'm pulling for Pee Wee.
Don't know what to do.
I know. I know.
Hey, Michael, I mailed those cards to you today, Michael Haywood. I mean, Monday. I sent them Monday, so you should have them any day now. Yep.
Trackway says, Michael, did you braid your palm hair?
It still does.
He's twirling it as we speak. He's like,
Wow.
have you ever watched, Joe, how those movies were made? Very interesting and funny watching the people in those costumes battle over model cities.
Yeah. Rubber costumes, rubber monsters. Like these. Kind of look like Godzilla or something. Weird shit, man.
Good night, Alex. Be careful. I'll talk to you tomorrow, probably. Sure. Pretty sure.
Good night, Alex. Good to see you, man.
Michael Haywood says he parks in the middle.
Dude has majestic
man buns in his hand.
Yeah, terrible influence. Where are we at? I got like 7 minutes left. Damn.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
Jamie says I was going to go to the casino tonight, but got lazy. I'll go tomorrow at noon, I think.
God, this has been a nightmare day for me. I started doing my taxes. I shouldn't even put it out there. It's just such a nightmare for me. But that's what TurboTax is for, I guess. Gonna be a bear.
Yeah, taxes aren't fun. I don't do casinos. I like my money too much. I should just walk in, hand it to them, go, here you go. See you later. I use my hearing for a predator call decoy. What does it sound like, Michael?
Harold says, "Do you use Moose to party?"
Karen needed an accountant for her taxes. Great food at the casino here. All right, on. Is that a res casino?
Aren't they usually?
Yeah. Except Atlantic City
Yeah,
or Monte Carlo,
Vegas.
Vegas. Yeah.
But
About it.
most small
After that, it's
towns. Yeah.
Danny says Texas is on fire. Yes, it is, dude.
It is.
It's not. It's not a res casino.
Oh.
Cottontail in distress. That's his predator call. He just pulls the hair out and holds it between his thumb like a
Oh
blade
my
of
God.
grass and blows.
Yeah, they're killing me.
Didn't you do that when you were a kid with a blade of grass?
Yes.
Do the whole acorn top too, like
Yeah.
top of an acorn.
I forgot about the acorn.
Well, what's that? So, how often do you go live, or do you at all?
Yeah, once a week, Friday night usually.
Okay.
But you're
I
live,
like to watch.
aren't you?
What's that?
You're on Facebook Live.
Facebook Live and YouTube Live and Twitch and
Okay.
Twitter.
Okay.
I use StreamYard for the software, but I try not to go on when you guys are on and other streams that I like. So pretty much Friday night. I went live with Danny Staten, talking about comic books and nerdy things on Saturday to accommodate him because Friday's wrestling night for him.
Okay.
So, and Michael Haywood was there, and I do trivia and give away some prizes. I mean, I'm not giving away cars or trips, just little like Topps cards of movies like Batman,
Sure.
1989, comic books, things like that. And that's what I was saying, to him was that I mailed his cards on Monday for what it's
What
worth.
time on Friday?
7:30 our
Okay.
time, Eastern time, and talking about game shows this week, particularly deceased game show hosts like Bob Barker, Alex Trebek, just highlighting some and showing some clips and some funny bloopers from game shows and game show trivia. So,
Oh yeah, like I always like the original dating game.
Yeah.
That was great, dude. Because these, it was always they're making whoopee.
Right.
and the Newlywed Game, the classic blooper.
Newlywed
Yeah.
Game, yeah.
What's the strangest
It was
place
actually
you ever
one.
made?
It was the Newlywed Game. It wasn't dating. Well, the dating game was pretty funny too.
Yeah, that was
Jim Lang hosted that one, the dating game, but you had a lot of famous people before they were stars on dating game.
Val
like-
says she has a few
You're
MASH
right.
cards.
Oh wow.
Right on.
What's my favorite game show?
Isn't it the dating game that had a serial killer as a
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which one? The dating
The
game?
dating game, yeah.
Yeah.
The guy was the date, and there was 3 women, and it was later on found that he was a serial killer.
That's crazy.
Convicted.
Joe Pratt says Newlywed Game and Hollywood Squares were my favorites.
Hollywood Squares. I feel like that sometimes when you have multiple people on the panel, like you're in Hollywood
Oh
Squares.
yeah, right.
Or like the Brady Bunch opening credits. Or
Yes.
something. I loved Hollywood Squares and Match Game. Those were my favorites. Anyway, just mindless entertainment.
Rodney Alcala was the serial killer.
Okay. He was not a bad looking guy. Yeah.
He made it to TV.
Yeah.
Just wasn't enough for him.
I think the person,
There was something.
the
missing.
woman that he chose ended up backing out of the date or something. She just
had
a
instincts.
bad feeling, and didn't follow through with it. And it was later on learned that he was a serial killer.
one of the creepiest serial killer TV movies was A Deliberate Stranger about Ted Bundy, starring Mark Harmon in like 1986. That freaked the hell out of me. So freaky.
I'm pretty sure I saw that.
Man, that guy was a sick puppy there. That's for damn sure.
Kaiju said
And a
Arnold
good-looking
Arnold
guy.
was on the dating game.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Lee says, Papa Craig, it's medication time if you're watching, fella.
His alarm's going off right now.
Indeed it is. And listen to Mr. Lee. He says, hit it, knuckleheads. Hit that like button if you enjoyed tonight's show.
Leave comments. Comments are fun.
Pet Cemetery freaked. Pet Cemetery kind of had that creep factor.
Creepy, yeah.
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 And wasn't Herman Munster in that? Fred Gwynn playing a judge or something? I think
That
he was
was my cousin Vinny, but
yeah, he wasn't my cousin.
well, he did play the judge in my cousin Vinny.
Right.
What am I thinking? I'm looking.
But yeah, I think he might have been in that Pet Cemetery.
That's one of the few horror movies where you saw kids getting killed. I'm thinking of I'm all mixed up. I'm sorry, strike that. I'm thinking of Children of the Corn. Let's see.
That
Stephen
freaked me
King,
out. That movie freaked me out.
Malachi.
Yeah. Never look at cornfields the same again.
Yeah, Fred Gwynn was in Pet Cemetery, but I don't think he played a judge. I don't know why I was thinking judge. I got confused. Yeah.
Cujo was another one that was like
Yeah,
made you look at your dog differently.
Oh,
read that
yeah.
book. I saw the movie. I read the book.
Oh, geez, one of my best friends was almost one of Ted Bundy's victims.
Oh wow.
Oh my God.
Michael says, hard to believe Ted and Al were brothers. It's just stupid. Fun. Stupid. Well, I'm glad your friend was okay. You know,
Mr. Lee said
Pauline was the greatest center square ever.
Oh yeah, so memorable. And he's been gone since 1982. I mean, he's been dead that long.
Time,
wow.
I liked him on Bewitched, playing Uncle Arthur
right?
and Dora's brother. Yeah. And he was only in 10 episodes. It seems like he was in a lot more episodes of Bewitched than just 10.
Mr. Lee said, Feisty Kitty, oh my God, you should come on and tell us about it sometime.
You should.
About her friend almost being.
Yeah. That would be
A
cool.
I think they showed that. Was it Ted Bundy, she said? That
Mhm.
almost killed. Yeah, it showed how a couple girls escaped. It was
There was
reenacted.
only a couple that escaped. Yeah.
Yeah. He would do that thing, that trick with the cast, phony cast. Oh, I have a broken leg, you know.
Fred was the neighbor in Pet Cemetery. Showed the guy where to bury the cat.
That's right. He played Judd. That's it. That was his character name, Judd.
Well, Chance, we are at that little over 2 hour mark.
Well,
I'm
thanks
sure-
for letting me pop on. Sorry, I was so
anytime,
late, but I was
anytime.
watching in chat.
What are you apologizing for?
Don't apologize. This is what we welcome, you know.
Well, take care, y'all. I'll see you on Tuesday. Have a great weekend.
Where are
Check
you?
out
Another
on
friend
Friday.
to win.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, guys, check out Chance's show on Friday night, the Nostalgic Pod Blast,
Thank you.
7:30.
Appreciate
All right,
that.
dude.
Mr. Lee just posted the link.
And Mr. Lee posted the link. So right on. Thank you, Mr. Lee. Chance, thank you.
Thank you,
It's good to
Chance.
see you. As for the rest of you,
I agree with Val. She says, "Good night, everyone. Have a blessed night and a wonderful weekend."
there you go.
Well said.
Thank you all for coming out tonight. I hope you guys had a great time. As we said earlier, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, share it out, and leave comments.
Thank you, Mr. Lee.
We like the comments.
Mr. Haywood.
All right, guys, we'll be back on Tuesday. Have an amazing weekend. We love you, and take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. Peace and God bless.